Hey everyone, it's Patrick here with the Tale of Two Gardens. Welcome back to our Winter Garden Challenge. Today I'll be in the community garden because it's gotten a little too cold for me to be able to dig outside. Normally I like it to get at least above 50 degrees at some point during the day, and it hadn't done that today, 50 degrees Fahrenheit. So I decided to go into the community garden and do some fence posting. So let's go ahead and get into it. So, we used a few different fence posts to do an arbor last year, and it didn't really work out the way we wanted. It wasn't as strong. Also, sorry I went upside down. The wind got a little more intense today than it normally has been. I'll fix it here in just a second. Anyhow, so we're using some of the fence posts that we originally used for that. The ones I'm leaving there in the middle are going to be the support systems for our peas that are already planted. And we'll be using the fence posts then to actually create a fence. So what I'm doing right now is just putting in the first one next to the gate. That'll be where it will start. And then I'll put one on the end corner. And then I've been trying to see how many feet in between I can feasibly do for the fence line. So I kind of averaged out about 7 feet or so. Again, the garden itself is not exactly a perfect plumb X amount of feet. It's kind of approximate for most of the part. So I'm just trying to find out what works best. So I calculated out I'll probably need another 20 fence posts after today. So the next few days I'll be working on just putting the fence posts in. And I wanted to experiment a little bit to see if I could feasibly put the fence up myself, or whether I would need another person to help me. And so I decided to move the fence over that I already had cut and try and align it myself and see if I could maybe, with a little bit of brute force, be able to do that. Also, I give myself a limitation of doing just these 8 posts first and seeing how long that would take and how tiring it would be. Not necessarily that it's taxing, but it is taxing on my hands. So especially with the cold and continual hitting of a hand, it did take a little bit out of me. So I found my limitation. I'll do about 8 fence posts and then I'll be about done. And I get one end of it pretty good, but trying to get the other line, you're better off getting another person to kind of help while you hold it taut. So I'll definitely be doing that. But yeah, so that's what I've been going here for the community garden today. It was a beautiful day. It was just a little windy and a little cold for my like. So I just wanted to kind of give a lay of the land when it comes to the fencing. I kind of knew that it would take a little bit of time to figure that out perfectly. But I went ahead and got the fence posts in just to see how that would work and whether it would be as easy or difficult as I was expecting. So, and it was pretty much par for the course. Otherwise, that was it for me today. Very simple project. I'll be doing a little bit more tomorrow in our home garden. It is supposed to get warmer tomorrow, so I'll be back in the home garden tomorrow, adding in some peas, and I'll be hopefully being able to replace some of our fencing at the home garden. Of course, we are slowly moving into springtime and getting into the fullness of spring. And so I'm running out of days. So there might be a little bit of more projects to do on my own, and I'll be sharing them with you once we get into some things. Tomorrow, I also will make sure to get some pictures of some of the newer starts that are some of our plant starts, and kind of giving you a rundown of the different things that are growing. One of them I found today, so I want to make sure to share that with you tomorrow. So look forward to seeing with you all tomorrow in the home garden series. Otherwise, I hope to hear from you. I'd love to hear what you're gardening, what you're doing, what you're planning. If you have questions, things like that, I'd be happy to be able to go over them. Of course, if you like this video, feel free to like, follow, share, comment. Any way of engaging with me and with the channel would be awesome. So I'd love to hear from you. Otherwise, if you're out in the cold today, I hope it gets warmer for you. Make sure you're wearing a proper coat. Otherwise, as always, happy gardening.